by injury, taking out Marion Frias, Goose, and Skip. Sobel takes it on the curve, knocks her off into the sand. Gamer sideways into the wall with Anti Amazing. Sobel, around the last corner, Knobscar does not have the grip. And it looks like they're 4 wide almost going through the harbor. Knobscar is the champion of the season. Hello and welcome to the penultimate race of Season 6 of the UR2D Sports Racing League. I'm your host, Game Mongoose. It's time for the Spanish Grand Prix. A driver's title is on the line today. Nuno and Knobscar racing 1 and 2, but Knobscar not in this race. That means Nuno only needs to finish third to solidify the Drivers' Championship. Nuno coming down right to the wire, it looked like it was going to be, but not with this COVID-19 contraction by Knobscar. He's sick and out of the race. FGR can lock down easily their driver's title today as well. Nobody in the FLF car to replace Knobscar, so only Marion in there. Coming in second, Anti on pole. Sobel, Demonkin, and Nuno 4-5 for FGR. Promucius, Iceberg, great qualifying and finishes lately. Besser filling in the LSA team. Skip and Cosmo, your top 10 for the qualifying. Below we've got Hyperion, Apollon, Jake, Eurus, Game Mongoose way down in 15. Suicide, Mars, Brevis, and Fox making his debut reserve for RBR. And they're off in Spain. Here we go. Anti and Demo. Oh, it's a big crash up there. Besser stalls his engine, and a bunch of people pile into the back of him. The front of the pack is out okay though, and it's your original front 5 through the first few turns. Promucius battling Hyperion. Marion Frias nudge off the track, and she's going to fall way back down to 6th or 7th place there. Hyperion working his way up, trying to make a move on Promucius. Promucius by Nuno. And here we go. Nuno, Promucius, Sobel forming a train behind Anti. And 1 lap is done in Spain, and we are off to the races. 37 laps here today. Anti Amazing running defensively in front, trying to keep everyone at bay. Promucius gets lucky coming back on the track after going off into the sand on the first turn. Iceberg taken out with Demonkin there, and he's going to fall down back of the pack a little bit, back into 10th place. Sobel working on Nuno right now in 4th place. A little bit wide and gets a little squirrely. He's going to drop some places. Promucius moves into the lead on his former teammate, Anti Amazing. Jake and Hyperion splitting again, going around the RBR of Skip. And Skip gets taken out. Demonkin into the back of Hyperion, and Skip tossed to the side. And it looks like the RRT cars come out on the front end of that battle. Anti wedging out and going wide to Nuno for 2nd place there. Jake and Demonkin battling back in 7th and 6th position. Jake goes too wide. Demonkin takes advantage, and he's back into a nice comfortable spot into 6th. He's got to get back into the top 5 now. Marion Frias, a little bit of a gap from the top 4. Game Mongoose and Besser. Another stall out by Besser, having some engine troubles. We'll see how that progresses, if that affects anyone else's race. Iceberg taking a nice inside line on Demonkin. Racing like a Class A driver here today, Iceberg in the Blue Blizzard. Anti's got to be really impressed with that. And looking at future seats for the NTH cars, if Apollon's not returning, Iceberg may be in line for that seat. Promucius and Anti battle up front. Will it cost some time? Will it allow Nuno to get by? It definitely cost Promucius there on that turn. Nuno moving up into 2nd. Got the sights on Anti. Jake squeaks wide there, but Apollon and Goose get by him. Nuno working on Anti Amazing now. Into the big hairpin. Not quite able to put any moves on there. And Sobel's going to get by Promucius, and they're neck and neck. Anti and Nuno pushing each other around that final corner. Anti still holding on to the lead. Sobel with a big slipstream here. He could put on a move that passes both of them if he gets it right, and he's by Nuno, and he's going inside, and he gets by Anti. Can he hold it through the next turn? Nuno's going to squeak by, and Anti falls all the way back down to 4th place as Promucius skews by Sobel to 2nd place. Here we go. Sobel forced wide by Anti, and he's going to go in, and he dive bombs into Promucius, and he takes out Promucius back into 4th. Nuno gets to increase a bit of the lead, just trying to keep it a little clean behind the battles, and he's done his job. But Sobel right back on him on the slipstream. Sobel now into 1st place for LSA. Sobel, the notorious habit of winning the last race of the year. We'll see how he fares in Canada. He'd love to pick up another win before the finale here in Spain today. Not with that kind of driving though. Goes wide on the grass, struggles. Look at this, Marion Frias charging back into the mix. She's by Sobel, she's by Ante, and she's by Pamushas. What a pass by Marion Frias on all three of these Class A drivers. Now she's hunting down Nuno in second place. Jake, a great sweeping turn to get by Gay Mongoose for 12th. Urus now past Gay Mongoose, but Jake into the pits and Gay Mongoose almost comes crashing into the wall, just clips it as they go in for their fresh tires. Sobel with his new tires now onto the hards, down in 7th place, and they're going to race their way back up the pack. Him and Ante slipstreaming off each other as Pamushas and Marion get past coming out of the pits. Urus and Hyperion battling together in 9th right now. Urus on the hards, going to try and stay in the slipstream, but he forced himself against Hyperion and went all the way off the track. Sobel, Marion, looking at the back of Ante, amazing. What comes out of this lag? Everyone stays in the same spot. They're okay, let them race on. Demonkin currently in first on his hards. Well, here we go. Goose takes the wide high line, comes back in, and is going to try and go outside in on Jake and Suicide. It does so nicely, and around the next corner, Jake is going to take it right back. Good battle between him and Gay Mongoose. Into 14th, giving pursuit to Jake. Sobel, Pamushas, Iceberg now in the mix. Iceberg passed into 5th place. Look at this, 10 laps into the race. We are a third of the way through. And we've got a BBZ driver in the top 5. Love to see it here. Demonkin and Nuno, a common sight up at the top, running 1 and 2. Demonkin's got a couple laps left in those hards. We'll see when he takes his pit though. Iceberg and Pamushas now ahead of Sobel on the hards. Sobel just trying to stay in Pamushas' sights, using that slipstream on the hards, getting a little bit of extra performance out of those tires. Jake putting the slip on Gay Mongoose for 11th place. Is he going to be able to hold it? They will defend and they will race on. We'll check in on them later. Demonkin now probably looking at a pit. No, stays up one more lap. Marion Frias going to slipstream past him and get into 2nd place. Probably Pamushas passing Iceberg though into 5th. Sobel just falling out of range of the slipstream. Demonkin and Marion, there's the battle. Marion hasn't fully put the pass on him yet, but there it goes. Demonkin will not be able to hold on any longer with these hard tires. Ante amazing, closing in on him. He's going to have to hit the pit soon. Ante goes hard on the back of Demonkin. He's not able to hold on with those tires. Pamushas, Iceberg, Sobel, dive bombing everywhere, smacking him around on those worn tires. Demonkin fast forward onto the softs now, trying to make up his time. You have no grip to do any battles on those worn hards. Makes you almost defenseless on the track. Apollon staying nicely in the slipstream on the hards. Urus now giving pursuit to Besser. This battle's for 12th place. They're both on the hard tires. Besser seemed to get a little more consistency in his engine after those early troubles. Nice pass by Urus to stay in front. Demonkin sitting in 7th right now, battling with his Season 5 teammate and debutante. Apollon, both from the Black Blizzards that Iceberg is now in. Demonkin, nice slipstream. Should be able to get past Apollon, but Apollon's doing a great job of defending. He can't go inside. He's going to have to go inside on the last turn in the last straight. Iceberg's going to get by him too. Iceberg gets in the slipstream, trying for the double pass on Apollon, and they pull it off. Nice little teamwork there from Iceberg and Demonkin to get by Apollon. Ante has to go wide. He must be on worn tires. Sobel goes inside, and he's got the worn hards, which is a great way to cut that corner when you have the worn tires. And a nice pass on Ante there. Demonkin still ahead of Apollon. Nuno coming out just behind Sobel. Sobel, your new current leader on the worn hards. Nuno should get right back by him and get back to business, increasing the lead on Marion Frias, who's been a quiet, excellent race so far. And here she comes, hoping that Sobel can give Nuno some trouble and slow him down a bit before she catches up to the leader. Sobel staying out for another lap. Going to try and catch some Marion Frias slipstream this time on the tires. So Suicide takes a sloppy exit from the pits. trying to avoid the main drivers. Another battle from Demonkin and Iceberg here. These guys not usually on the track together, but here they go racing in 5th and 6th. Iceberg with an amazing top 5 status right now. With the hards racing against Demonkin. He's going to go inside, and Demonkin's going to battle him back. Iceberg battles back too, slides him off the track a little bit, and stays ahead. Really rough racing here in Spain today, but everyone seems to be going okay. Sobel right into the middle of the action here, in between Demonkin and Iceberg. Takes the immediate slipstream on Iceberg's hards, gets by him, and Anti-Amazing's in pursuit as well on his fresh tires. Demonkin with the worn sauce gonna have to be pitting soon. 20 laps gone at 37 here in Spain. 1 race left to go, and that is Canada, the home Grand Prix of SGR and VEO. Everyone gonna be sporting their special liveries. Hopefully we'll be able to provide a preview of those before the race starts. Urist looking at the inside and outside of Game On Goose, takes the pass nicely, but oh, they get caught up in each other and sweep wide. Game On Goose takes it. Oh, and they take each other out there. Obviously getting caught up into the sand. Not the best way to take a turn together. Sobel trying to close it in on Nuno. Less than a second, and he's really cutting that nice corner on the grass, but it's losing him a bit of acceleration speed. Nuno able to increase his gap almost by double off that section. Marian Frias getting closer to Sobel now. Nuno, 1 second lead as Jake and Game On Goose battle again. Can Jake get it done? Tries to go outside, and they do get it done. A little bit of action in the grass, and Jake is by Game On Goose. Can Sobel get by Marian? Marian passed for second. Outside inside move. Successfully defends. Sobel stays in the slip. We'll see if she's able to shut the door and keep this pass. 1.3 behind Nuno now. They're going to have to work together and slipstream themselves back into the lead area, but Sobel had to dip out for tires. Demonkin, 9th place. His performance has dropped off a little bit in the second half of the season, but Nuno winning as much as he has, that Constructors' Championship still looks like a lock for FGR. Hyperion has been driving great as of late. Him and Iceberg really turning it on in the second half of the season. The debut drivers here after race 5 have been really impressing. All the team owners looking to sign new contracts. We've got 2 new candidates that are really close to Class A, beating some Class A drivers. Suicide and the Fresh Softs, also one of those new drivers that came in after race 5. Him and Cosmo also making an appearance in this race. Cosmo in for VEO. Since Fox's reserve contract is out, they couldn't use him as reserve anymore. So Cosmo comes over from SCP, as we see him and Urus battling it out right now for 11th place, for a 2-race contract to end the season with VEO. Who knows? Cosmo might be in the running for a VEO seat next year, as Fox will be gone. And they get stuck on the grass. That's a tough situation for those drivers, but it's not really costing them too much time. They still got a 1.5 seconds on Besser. Just this lap traffic being dealt with by Sobel and Marian as they are in the midst of a battle of their own. And they kind of keep it together. A little bit of time lost, but everyone comes out in one piece. Picking a little bit of grass out of your tires there, Cosmo and Urus, but they're back on track and they're back racing. Racing to keep the lead on Sobel's teammate here, Besser, who's recovered nicely from the engine troubles, sitting in 13th currently. Now here they go again. Like we say, it's not recommended for drivers who've been lapped to repass the driver who's passed them. So it's probably wise for them to keep their distance and not mess with Sobel, even though he's on the hard tires. And there they go. There's a little bit of separation, and Sobel looks like he's clean and out of the way. He'll continue on, chasing down Marian Frias now, whose gap is nearly 5 seconds behind Nuno. Nuno running away with this one on his hard stint currently. We've just got a couple laps left in this race, and Nuno has got a lock on this World Drivers title, and it could be a double championship for FGR barring any disasters. Sobel, great pace on the hards. He's going to finish up okay. But to close that gap on Marian, it's 2 seconds now, and he's a second up on Pamucius. Uplon and Skip very close together right now, in 8th and 9th, mind you. Another top 10 finish for Skip, it looks like. So he's been, after we looked at his career of struggles, Skip's really been impressing lately. He finishes the race, he's solidly in the top 10. Final lap approaching. Unique to see Fox not in gray there, as Sobel goes to pass him. Bringing up the back, as usual. And Cosmo slides by him as well. The final lap. Nuno is going to be your Spanish Grand Prix champion for Season 6. Marian and Sobel rounding out the podium. Another top 5 finish for Pamucius. He's becoming a silent warrior up here in the Season 6 standings. Not really getting any podiums, but never being out of the top finishers. Excellent way to finish it here. Nuno, Marian, Sobel, Anti-Iceberg. Wow, Iceberg, another 6th place finish. Black Blizzard, he's on fire. Hyperion in 9th. Demonkin down to 7th. Not as bad as last time in 9th there. Skip in 10th place, another top 10. Besser, Cosmo, fantastic performance for VEO. Game On Goose has got to be really happy with him. Here's Jake, Game On Goose. And there we look at the standings, and that's going to put a lock. Nuno Pinto is your Season 6 UR2D Racing Champion. And unfortunately, Nomskar couldn't make it, but he's going to have 2nd place wrapped up as well, even with the absent. FGR, your Constructors Champions. Look at this, only 2 2nd place finishes. Everyone else always in 1st place, taking home the gold. Congrats to the FGR team. We're going to have a grand finale, our 50th anniversary in Canada next week. Look for our special liveries. Thanks for watching. It's going to be a celebration. We're bringing in UR2D 2 next season. This will be the last race in this version of the game. Thanks for watching again, guys. We'll see you next week for the grand finale.